If you're standing right here and you're watching this and you follow miniatures at all, you know we are at the mecca of miniature wargaming. It's literally Warhammer World. I am shitting my pants, figuratively, and I've been here in about a decade, so I just kind of want to check it out, see what's up, see what's changed. But this is honestly the reason I went to Nottingham. I told everyone it was for Robin Hood, but that was a lie. It was really for this. Warhammer World. Warhammer World is one of those places that for most people that exist is a place which they don't know exists as well. Like, huh? Or what? But for certain niche parts of the population, miniature enthusiasts and local Nottingham taxi drivers, normally uncorrelated, but in this instance brought together for the purposes of demographic studies, it evokes a strong emotional reaction. For the taxi drivers, they know it as the Nazi building, but for many miniature collectors and tabletop wargamers, it's simply a paradise for their passions. Many hobbyists got their start into miniatures via Games Workshop's Warhammer franchises, so Warhammer World has many associations with nostalgia, childhood happiness, bankruptcy, and fantasy and science fiction immersion. I'm personally not into Warhammer as much as I once was, but I've always loved the universe and keep note of the books and new releases, just because I love the aesthetics of many of the ranges and the atmosphere of the in-game universes. Now, I made my first pilgrimage to Warhammer World in 2011, with the relevant sacrifices and offerings, and I loved it. It was like dating. It's fun, but expensive. And at the end of the day, what's money for but to facilitate happiness, I say, as she drains my savings account. Please, Betsy, show mercy, I say, as I wonder how much ramen a man can take. And that's what it's like collecting a Forge World army. If you like Warhammer, Warhammer World is a theme park of joy, complete with a Warhammer-themed bar, intricate and beautiful scenic tables, too many dioramas, a Forge World section, otherwise known as the Bankruptcy Application Department, merchandise, and a museum. Now, I didn't have enough time to go to the museum, and I was told that it's the best part, but I preferred being able to take the last train home and not have to sleep on the street, so it really wasn't that difficult of a choice. That's how you know I'm not a true believer. I don't like to sleep on the street. It's pretty bad, to sleep homeless. It's pretty bad to be homeless, I think that's fair. If I have to be honest, I booked a trip to Nottingham just to see Warhammer World. It's Warhammer World. You can't be into Warhammer and not go to Warhammer World. It's like the source. You have to go to the source. Even if you don't play Warhammer personally, there's a lot of stuff to see. It's worth booking a plane ticket to England. It's almost worth missing the last train home so you can bask in the glory of Warhammer World all night as you bed down by the pavement and try to avoid being eaten by the local cats or killed by very confused neo-Nazis. When you first arrive at Nottingham, you might see a Warhammer sign and go, "Is that Warhammer World? It's not much of a world. It just looks like any other store." And you would be correct, because confusingly, there is a Warhammer at Nottingham and a Warhammer World. And they're not the same thing. So don't get confused. It's tricky, I know. One is a world and the other one is not a world. I was determined to walk to Warhammer World because I needed to save some money after financing a Forge World army. We've all been there. This is a mistake. It takes ages to walk there. A long time. Just take the tram from the city center. You will save a lot of grief and not get really fucking lost like I did. I remember in 2011, I walked to Warhammer World as well, and I ended up in people's backyards, so some things just don't change. Alright, so let's do a comparison. I'm going to take you back into 2011, then we'll see what has changed in 2022. Just for context, in 2011, I was really into Warhammer.
2011.
I'm in Nottingham. I was like walking alongside a canal to find a castle. Oh my fucking god. I found Warhammer World. I found specimen. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, I'm in Warhammer World. Shit. This is actually like heaven. Oh my god. I am in Warhammer World's museum. Jesus. So I just finished my visit to Warhammer World. That shit was awesome.
2022.
You see that? We finally made it. They have a sign for it. That's how much of a big deal Warhammer World is. Warhammer World. We found the real one. Look for the signs. Look for the signs. It's Warhammer World!
I was running low on food and hope, but then I saw a glimmer on the horizon, shining like a beacon, lustrous in the setting sun, and I knew we had arrived to Warhammer World. Praise be.
See, that's why they call it the Nazi building.
Warhammer World feels a lot bigger than in 2011. I do like visiting the center of anything, be it a museum or factory or whatever. You get to see how far the specialization can go. Warhammer World is like the biggest Games Workshop, and that's really cool because I like the hobby. It's just a big store with great tables, but I love seeing the work going into different armies, so this is fascinating for me. But if that doesn't wow you, then maybe this won't do anything for you. But if you're watching this, you probably love hobby stuff, so yeah, it's got a vibe. It's like the font of inspiration and passion. People really, really like this store. It's where the Warhammer happens, so it's probably worth seeing because of that.
There you have it. That was Warhammer World in its fullest. It's changed quite a lot in the 10 years since I've been, and it's just great to revisit basically my childhood and see everything again. It's dope. It's cool.